12.5 million Australians are either overweight or obese. That is a large number of people in Australia that are carrying extra weight on them. And the scary thing is that 1/4 of our Australian children are either overweight or obese. This is a huge issue that Australia as a nation is dealing with. And a lot of you are dealing with this issue personally. I know I have dealt with this personally, and this is why I'm so passionate about this video. And this is not going to be another one of those lose weight quickly with exercise or food. I'm not even going to mention exercise or food. I'm going to talk about 3 things that are outside of exercise and food that may be making you overweight or obese. Let's get into this video. It's Mondays with Mihaela. That's right, me. Thank you so much for listening and tuning into my videos. I'm absolutely loving and appreciating your support for helping this channel grow. Thank you so much. And today's topic is a huge one. I'm going to be talking about obesity in Australia. But this video is not just for Australians. It could be put into place anywhere else. But because I'm from Australia, I'm gonna serve my Aussies and go into detail about what obesity is doing in Australia. Like I said in my starting video, 12.5 million Australians are overweight or obese. That is a scary number because we know what extra weight does for you, what extra weight does for your health, and how it is linked to a number of diseases. So I wanted to talk to you about things that you can implement right now outside, not diet, not exercise, outside of that you can implement right now and action it and help you with your weight loss journey. Let's get into it. As I've mentioned those numbers, let's look at what is considered overweight and what is considered obesity. Well, in the definition in Australia, the definition of overweight is having a BMI between 25 and 30. If you have a BMI between 25 and 30, you are considered overweight. And if you have a BMI greater than 30, you are considered obese. I'm not going to discuss today if I agree with the BMI calculations, what my thoughts are on that. I'm just going to give you the definition currently with those statistics that were given, the definition that they use to identify obesity and being overweight. But however, what I am going to say is that any extra weight on you is causing you harm. That's right. Any extra weight that you are carrying, let's not even consider your BMI, is causing you harm. The most dangerous fat is around your abdominal area, which is just around your stomach area, where your belly button is. Any fat around there it's called visceral fat, because this fat is around your organs. So imagine having this fat around your organs, your liver, your small intestine, your colon, they're trying to do their work and it's just getting squashed in and fat is taking over. That's not good, right? Think about it. And do you know what the also thing is? Visceral fat has been linked to many diseases that I've spoken about. Heart disease, insulin resistance, which is diabetes, and even more linked to visceral fat being high. So the implications of being overweight or obese are far greater than what you look like. Let me say that again. The implications of being overweight or obese are far greater than what you look like, your physical body, what you look like. It is not about body image, the message I'm trying to get across. I'm not trying to get across what you look like and things like that. It does matter. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of being the right weight for yourself and your body to avoid disease. Because abdominal fat is toxic. It's toxic to us. I'm gonna blab on some studies. If you want to skip through, you're more than welcome to. But here are some studies that I went into detail, and I did a bit of research on. So women, let's look into it. The Million Women study concluded in Britain demonstrated a direct link between the development of coronary heart disease and an increase in waist circumference over a 20-year period. 20-year period is huge. So they looked at the risk of coronary heart disease and your waist circumference, which you can measure right now. So every additional 2 inches in the women's waist size increased their risk by 10%. That is huge. Wow, wow, wow. Cancer risk is also associated by belly fat, which is the abdominal fat that I spoke about. The chances of getting colon cancer were nearly doubled among postmenopausal women who accumulated visceral fat. This was in a Korean study. According to findings among more than 350,000 European men and women published in a New England Journal of Medicine, having a large waist circumference, which is the visceral fat, nearly doubled your risk of dying prematurely. So by having an extra waist circumference than what you should be, you're nearly doubling your risk of premature death. That is, like, let's put aside having optimal health. Let's look at not dying early. So you can get your success, you can get your business, you can get your family and anything else out there so you don't die. So this study is saying that even though your weight fits your BMI, but your waist is higher than it should be, you are still at risk. So this is for all those individuals that are skinny fat. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. There is no magic pill or potion that will assist with weight loss. You have to work at it and you have to be patient. But I'm going to surprise you today. Yes, I am going to surprise you today. Not like I don't any other day, but today I'm going to surprise you, and you may think twice about what and why you may be overweight or obese, or why someone that you know may be overweight or obese. Because it is you. You are in the best position to make a change, to educate yourself on your health. With people like myself and the knowledge that I'm sharing, you are in a great position to make a change. Listen to my videos, listen to other people's videos, gain that knowledge and education and action and put it into place, do something about it so you can live the optimal life that you want to live. But now let's get into the juicy stuff, the stuff that I know that you've been waiting for. 3 reasons why you may be overweight or obese and not looking at putting away exercise and diet. Not that that's not important, that is very important, but I'm putting it away, putting exercise and diet away, and I'm going to go into 3 other things that are going to assist you. Number 1, medicine. Medicine. Yes, medicine. What do I mean by medicine? Well, medicine may be hindering your weight loss journey. George Blackburn, who's an associate professor of surgery and nutrition at Harvard Medical School, said, medications can make you fat, full stop. That's right. And if you've ever been on any type of medications, you may have realized this. So some medication can cause people to put on weight, and this is not uncommon. This could occur for many reasons, such as this could be happening because the drugs that you're taking are stimulating your appetite, and therefore you're more hungry and therefore you put on weight. Or it could be because some of these drugs can affect your body's metabolism, causing you to burn calories at a much slower rate, impacting your thyroid. Other drugs can affect how you store and absorb nutrients. Yeah, how you store and absorb nutrients. A drug can also make you feel fatigued and tired, which means you're not going to exercise, you're not going to do anything, and you're just going to eat a lot more. It can also increase your fat storage, and it can also help you retain water at a higher level where you have a lot more fluid in your body, and therefore on the scales you have more weight. So this is talking about medication. So drugs that may be causing this are drugs for diabetes, such as insulin, antipsychotic drugs, antidepressant drugs, drugs for epilepsy, steroid drugs. So these are some of the drugs that may be causing it. Also antihistamines, opioids, blood pressure medication, anti-seizure or nerve pain medications. All of these medications and this medicine can be causing you to be overweight or obese. It is important to educate yourself on this matter and talk to a professional about your individual circumstances. Whoever has prescribed you those drugs, talk to them about it. Okay, all right. The next one is very interesting, the next one, number 2, because you might be thinking, what a waste. This is a waste. People skip it because they're like, I don't need it. I need to be productive. I need to do work. Gotta work. But this one is so important. People underestimate the importance of number 2. Sleep. That's right. I'm talking about sleep. Sleep can help you lose weight, or not even lose weight, maintain your optimal weight. Sleep can be making you overweight or obese. Studies show that poor sleep is one of the single biggest factor for obesity. Adults and children with poor sleep have 55 and 89% greater risk of becoming obese. Boom, full stop, done. Simple. It's huge. It's huge. So you've probably been brainwashed to believe you need to be on a diet and you need to exercise to lose weight or to maintain a healthy weight. No one talks about sleep. No one talks about it. I'm here to talk about it. Maybe there is more to it. We all know that obesity is a huge epidemic worldwide, not just in Australia. But what can be done about it? That's right, get a good night's sleep. But why sleep? Well, a circadian rhythm is key for a healthy life, including a healthy weight. Be awake when the sun's up, be asleep when the sun's down. Cutting back on sleep reduces the benefits of dieting, if you are dieting, according to a new study. When dieters got a full night's sleep, more than half of the weight they lost was fat. When they cut back on their sleep, only 1/4 of their weight loss came from fat. So sleep-deprived dieters, the people who are trying to lose weight, also felt hungrier, producing higher levels of ghrelin, a hormone that triggers hunger, and reduced energy expenditure. Crazy. Another one. Okay, epidemiologic studies suggest associations between shorter sleep and future obesity and diabetes. So these studies so far show a predictable link between short sleep, less sleep, and altered glucose metabolism, as well as appetite dysregulation, which is a huge reason why most people are overweight or obese. These studies show what sleep deprivation does to our biochemistry and how it can affect your overweight or obesity stage and affect your weight loss journey in a negative way. Poor sleep can also increase your appetite, make it harder to make healthy food choices, decrease our metabolism, and make us more prone to eat high-calorie foods. So in short, yes, you can sleep your fat away. So your weight loss journey needs to start with optimal sleep. Okay, so we've got medication, we've got sleep, but what possibly could be the third one? What else? So besides diet and exercise, which I haven't spoken about, besides them, I've spoken about sleep and medication. What could be the third one? It's something that we're always told to stay away from. We're told to stay away from it. But staying away from number 3 could be making you overweight or obese. It is sunlight. That's right, number 3 is sunlight. A new study by researchers at the University of Alberta in Canada reveals unexpected culprit for winter weight gain: the absence of sunlight. By the way, this was an accidental reason why they discovered it. That sunlight, so what they found out is that sunlight causes fat cells to shrink. And this was by accident they came across it. So what Peter says, his name's actually Peter Light, which is quite interesting. He says when the sun's blue light wavelengths, the light we can see with our eyes, penetrate our skin and reach the fat cells just beneath it, the lipid droplets reduce in size and released out of the cell. In other words, our cells don't store as much fat. And I've made another video about blue light, which you can access here. But so essentially, Peter Light, this researcher, is saying that we don't store as much fat if we have sunlight exposure. A lack of sufficient bodily exposure to sunlight may contribute to long-term SC-Watt dysfunction and the current epidemic of obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. So what he's saying is, during winter, part of the reason why we put on weight is because we're not exposed to sunlight. So it needs to be noted that on the other side, extensive blue light exposure without other parts of sunlight. So not just sunlight exposure, but I'm talking about LED lighting and blue light exposure actually is linked to metabolic dysfunction. So it does quite the opposite. And I've done a video on this previously. So it's key that we get this sunlight from the sun. So if we need the sun in the morning and we hide from it, it activates our cortisol awakening response, which is anti-inflammatory, which can assist with weight loss also. So we need to see the sun in the morning to activate our cortisol awakening response, to have an anti-inflammatory effect, to have an anti-obesity effect. So we can see from these studies and the circadian rhythm why the sun can help us in our weight loss journey. What can you do right now to avoid being overweight or obese? This is the stuff that you've been waiting for. Well, I've spoken about 3 things. I want you to sleep well. Ensure that you have a routine in place. Track your sleep. Have a cool room. Wear PJs. No blue light. No technology. Boom. Number 2, see the sun. 20 minutes in the sunlight. Get it out there. Wear your short sleeve. Wear your shorts. And be exposed to sunlight because it is highly beneficial for us. And discuss your medications with your health professional to see if this is something that is hindering your weight loss journey. There you have it. 3 reasons why you may be overweight or obese besides exercise or diet. All right, if you absolutely love this video, like, love, share, do what you do best. I'm loving your support. But share this video with someone that you believe has been dieting, has been exercising to lose weight, and they're just plateaued or they don't know what to do. Maybe it's one of these 3 things. You could save their life. You could help them on their weight loss journey. Share, share, share. Until next Monday, love you.